G'day time, my Fuzzyites, and welcome to what is going to be a lookover of the Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition. So for those who don't know, I think this came out recently. I only knew about it for like a few days now. But I saw a post saying Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition, and I assumed, oh, okay, it's the original Rayman's anniversary. So I was excited for that. Looked into a trailer for it. One thing I said, while playing Wild World, I was like, the one thing I want is there to be a connection of all the different versions of the game, because like I played through the PS1 version of the game, Rayman, on PS1, and one thing that was really fun about it is trying to be like, okay, where are these the creatures, the obols, or whatever we have to collect here? Where are they? Looking it up and it's like, oh, do you mean are you playing Atari? Are you playing PC? Because whichever one you play kind of changes some things up a bit. Which was interesting. And so I'm like, okay, I want a thing like that. And sure enough, that's a part of it, as well as more stuff. But we'll launch the game now so we can get it. I didn't want to launch it because there is a startup thing for it. Don't you start, Salem. I'm just starting the game now, baby boy. Lay down. Come lay down. Atari. You better run. I love ya. So yeah, Rayman was a very fun but tough game. And yeah, we're gonna check it out. I'm excited. I'm glad they have the Anniversary Edition. Oh, that's cute. The Birth of Rayman article. Friends, family, computers, warriors. Partnership puzzle game. Oh, some of these are videos. We aren't gonna go through it all. Tell her. So some previous games. So yeah, that's something if people want to look into. You all can look into that more. But this is what I want. So we have Rayman for PlayStation, which is the one I played. Then you have the Jaguar, which I knew about looking into the one thing. And then there's the PC version, which I also learned about looking into the one thing. And one thing with the PC version is later on they created another game, Rayman Designer. Where it added in, as you can see, 24 new levels, as well as it had a build your own level thing, and which from that spawned by his fans 40 more levels that people actually created, put onto the Ubisoft website, and I guess, people made games. Then after that, there were 60 more levels that were created, which I think is really fun and interesting. The sad thing is now it's like the Rayman games, multiple consoles you define, designer, and to get all of these things, let me look at this, because it was weird what they did. So like Rayman came out, And then they were like, okay, this has been fun. Let's create Rayman Designer. So you got Rayman. It does good. And then, for whatever reason, I didn't really look up everything. They were like, hey, let's make Rayman Designer. So they created Rayman Designer, and they put out a bundle called Rayman Gold. Hello, Zicaro Game, welcome to the history lesson. So the two things were together in its own bundle. You be good, Salem. I've watched you eat enough. So, to play this game, you needed to get the bundle. And it came with some making of Rayman 2 things. Which was neat. And then after that, after the game came out, so they had the level editor. You could make your own levels, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if you can still do it in this one. I think it would be cool if you could. But it doesn't say you can, so maybe you can't. I think that'd be cool to get back. But then they decided, hey, we're going to make, get a lot of the good game levels that people like, things that Ubisoft likes, and put together a new format. And so they created Rayman Forever, which included Rayman, does it actually? Hold on. Yeah, because it's Rayman Designer, and Rayman by its fans. As well as some other good stuff. And then after that, so you have the original Rayman game, Rayman Gold, which was took Rayman for DOS as well as Rayman, and added in Rayman Designer. So I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong, but Rayman Designer was never released on its own thing. Judging by this box art, it actually might have been. It might have been on its own. I don't know anymore. But yeah, then you have Rayman by its fans, and then you have another collection, Rayman Collector, which added in the 60 levels, some mini games, as well as everything previously. So Rayman itself had like 3 collections after the original Rayman, which is amazing. You had Rayman, then you had another collection which added Designer, another collection which added by the fans, and then you had another collection which had 60 more levels. So yeah, interesting. I'm glad this is now out. I can now actually experience Designer and whatnot without spending a lot of money / getting a thing. It is fun. It is good. Also of note is that not every mission thing is unlocked. Hey Zicaro, last night you had one of the most deserved escapes in Survivor Side 2v8 matches. Nice. People were being butts. Oh, weird. The Jaguar doesn't have any cheat codes. Infinite continues, all level unlocks, all abilities unlocked, max HP. So I guess you already start with all your abilities, which would make sense for new levels. As well as continues. Maybe we don't have continues in this. But then you had Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. Then you have Prototype. Prototype you can experience for yourself for the very first playable demo of Rayman. So let's do that. There's no sound. This is weird because we didn't get. I don't think we got any stage like this in the original Rayman, where it's like a laboratory type of place. Is that it? That might be it. Girl, every one of your allies were dying left and right, but no one was working on gens. Oh, hate when that happens. Now popping 6 of the 8 gens required, gens to escape. And out of those 6 that were popped, I did all of them alone. Hate to see it. Like, am I missing something here? Like, I like Rayman's look. Like, I was a little bigger fella. But yeah, I'm pressing all the buttons. No, can't go that way. Run that does nothing. Alright, that was the Prototype. Little weird, but okay. Now we're going to go through. I'm going to play a couple of the levels to see what they were like in between versions. Yeah. Infinite continues. Will give me all my abilities as well. Yeah. Screw it. Because we just want to go through quickly and see differences if I can. I didn't. Curved off. I do like how they have the CRT thing. I always like that sort of stuff, but it hurts my eyes. Use memory card. Sekiro, you wound up getting hooked near the end and almost died, but thankfully Leon, who remained, who had enough brain cells, saved you from the hook and you escaped through the nearby hatch. Nice. Always a gamble playing Dead by Daylight. Sometimes you just do not get the best teammates. I gotta get back to that at some point. Unfortunately, that was the best match you had all night. Damn. Hate to hear that. Say, that's Rayman. Well, that's just embarrassing. All right. Ah. You then proceeded to have to wait for over an hour to get into a killer match only to have it have full squad toxic jerks. Yeah. It's Dead by Daylight. Love it. But it isn't always fucking even. It's even worse, like I always say, in 2v8, because not only are you waiting a long time to get in there, which is better than it was before, at least. It's a lot better now than it was before. Because you have the wait thing. But it's still one of those things where, like, if you get in and you just have survivors who go nuts over it, or a teammate who really doesn't do well, then it doesn't help. Not to mention it's even worse if for whatever reason you don't feel like you've done well. Because it's like, well, now I've just wasted my own teammate's time who's also been waiting. I gotta get back, but I've been playing a lot of Quarantine Zone. That's been fun. Music. Still got it. There was also a match you had a killer whale where Hallboy and I, where he, when he's on his right, when he was AFK in the whole match, only to find him at the end TVing. Just even because we didn't match at all. Yeah. I always hate that when it's like clearly we've been having a good match. Clearly, like, if I wanted to win, I couldn't. Then there's still like that. It's like, really? Really? We were having a friendly game and you're gonna end it off by teabagging? Okay, fuck off. But again, the fun of Dead by Daylight. There are some people who, no matter what, have to feel like they're empowered or whatever. That might have been the nicest killer match of the night. Yeah. Dead by Daylight is a mythical beast indeed. Yeah, come on, come on. You ain't tough, mosquito. Get out of here. Oh, no, it's okay. We can be friends now. You did alright. See, we're friends. Oh yeah, the game as well was like around $30 Canadian, just so people know. So I think it was a fine enough price for what it is. Like I said, you get Rayman, 5 different versions of it, 5 different versions of Rayman, plus some basically expansion packs as well, and a prototype where either I didn't know what to do there, or that was just literally it, which is disappointing. We'll go a little farther. You had to hop off because you were too upset with your mental health. Always good to recognize that. Take care of yourself. Always. Trying to hit the keyboard through my skull. Yeah. Like I've said, Dead by Daylight is a really fun game. I love playing it, but there are definitely a lot of times where it just becomes obnoxious with how people go about things. So I don't know how far we're going to go. I think we'll go for a few more levels. And then check out the other levels. Or check out the other versions of the game. That's the main thing I want to do, is check out what other versions of the games are like, and see if there are any obvious details. I know I've said it, the DOS version allegedly has, like, fun transition points between levels? Worlds? Not levels, worlds. Oh. Alright, let's just go. We don't really get much from beating enemies. Yeah, and even if you don't... if you like Rayman but don't really are on the fence about getting the game, please get it. Show Ubisoft that we do want remakes of some of the classics that you can't really get anymore. Because, yeah, I know at some point they canceled, like, a few other games, allegedly. One of them being the Prince of Persia Sands of Time, or it was another game from that series like that. I can't remember. But yeah, but if you want to see them continue making stuff like this, and like I said, it's only $30 Canadian. It's going to be even less if you're in America. Oh, come on. Yeah. Nah. Come on. Is there anything even good that way? I think it's just a... Yeah, it's just another health to my 99. But I do like how they have the way to go into a level with enhancements that you want, like extra lives and whatnot. Which I do think playing this game for the first time, you should play without you should play with at least the 100 live thing. Unlimited lives and continues. At least unlimited continues. Because this game is really, really tough. I know I'm going through it quite well enough. But I also spent a lot of time playing this game. like I said, I played through it on my channel. You can check it out on Pink Fuzzy YouTube. No, why would you multi-shoot? So yeah, even though I'm doing fine here. It does help that I've played this game before. And so I know a lot of what's coming up, and yeah. But again, I do highly recommend it. It's fun. I think it's what people have said it's one of the hardest, if not the hardest, PlayStation 1 game. And it's classic. Yeah, and like we're just also going just right through it. Uh-oh. Why am I getting lag? That does not seem good at all. Why are you lagging out? Was it because the controller got unplugged? Okay, I guess that counts as a crush. Run, Rayman, run. Run, Rayman, run. Nice. Yeah, we'll go a little further. Like I said, I think I'll get to the next land, and then I'll move on to the next one, because we do have time. Or maybe we just save game. Oh, what? Yeah, let's move on. So there are achievements in this game, too. Complete PSX version, DOS, PSX, DOS, PSX, DOS, GBA version, DOS. Huh. So the main thing, the main achievements are basically do everything in the PlayStation version, do everything in the DOS version, and then just, you know, beat the GBA, or no, PS1 DOS version, and then beat the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color. You don't need to do anything at all with the Atari. Is this a different opening? I love how the border is an old CRT TV. In Rayman's world, nature and people live together in peace. The great Proton tunes and harmony and balance in the world. Sorry, folks. This really can't last. Do you want to play or what? One fateful day, the Great Pluton was stolen by Mr. Dark, an evil being. Electrons who use their gravity around it lost their nature, stability, shatter all over the world. Troublesome, isn't it? And untidy too. In this unbalanced world, strange phenomena began to occur. Freaks and hostile characters appeared, capturing every electron they could find. Can't find. They definitely need a hero to save them now, don't you think? Rayman must recapture the Great Proton and his mysterious captor, free the electrons, and reassemble all to restore the balance. Will the bad guys let him do it? After all, he doesn't have arms or legs. But don't panic, neither do the bad guys. Which is a weird thing they kind of retconned, I think, in future Rayman games. Like, everyone here had no limbs. Pink plant flips. Already there's something about how it looks which is just slightly different, I think. Even the music sounds different. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to add any enhancements in this version of the game to run and whatnot. No, yeah? Some of the sound effects are different. a lot of the sound effects are different. I don't like it. Oh, it's her.
Hello, Rayman. I'm Matilda, the fairy. I'm going to help you on your quest. You've done well enough, but you'll have to face a tougher creature than you have before. Press the C button to punch.
That's so weird. What it feels like to me is if someone created the Rayman game, they got the Rayman game, but they're like, oh no, the sound effects. We got the video for Rayman, but for some reason the we got the video for Rayman, but for some reason the sound effects and music are missing. Oh no, someone has to remake them. That's kind of how this is feeling right now, because it looks normal. Like, if I was watching this muted, I probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference between this one and the other one. But then you'd hear it and you'd go like, something just, no. I hate not being able to run. It is such a important part of his moveset that it's weird when it's not there. And I'm not going to be able to get it for a while either, is the thing. Okay, I think that's a little different, but basically the same. But yeah, it really sounds like the sound effects just got like, oh, we can't use the sound effects. And is the colors more vibrant on this? Oh, when you crouch, this one just allows you to diagonally go, whereas the PlayStation one, you had to hold L1 or R1 in order to move. Shoot. I'm getting sloppy. Yeah, it looks basically the same beyond that. But I know, like I said before, trying to find some things, some of the maps are different. Either a lot of it or just like bits and pieces. I don't know which is which. But the map is different. Like the in-game map, not the overworld map. They were the other way. Oh, you can get them there, though. Alright, this just makes this a lot easier and quicker. It's already over. They tried. They did try to put their own sound effects and whatnot in here. I do appreciate that. Huh. He's just... Oh, hold on. That's neat. So instead of it being Rayman's fist, he actually shoots. So yeah, there are differences. I would say colossal differences. It doesn't exactly change everything. Those fall a lot faster, I think. Yeah, there are some differences here. Love to see it. Interesting now having the mosquito actually shoot. Instead of it still being Rayman's fist that goes out. So yeah, the game, yeah, it seems to be like an 80% the same, 20% small changes, maybe 90% the same, 10% small changes of 80 and 20. Up, 3, 6, 4. Now the power to hang. Oh yeah, we didn't have that before. I guess we didn't have that before. Completely forgot that was a move you get, because it's like punching, holding on, or Bongo Hills. Running and the hair thing. There might be a fifth move? Some areas have less enemies. These don't seem slippery. Okay, there they are. I was about to say, I don't see the eye attacking enemies, so maybe they're not in this. Yeah, we'll go, no, let's call it here. Enjoyable. Definitely seems like an interesting way to play. I'll probably come back to play this version in the future. Now the MS-DOS version. Maybe I'll do have the walking hands thing. Yeah, it seems if your controller gets disconnected, it does not like that. Now I gotta go back to see if the first one had an opening. Okay, so he usually doesn't say anything there. The presents isn't present. This isn't present.
Hi, folks! You want to know what's going on? Let me tell you the story of Rayman! In Rayman's world, nature and people live together in peace. The Great Protoon provides and maintains the harmony and balance in the world. Sorry, folks. This apparently can't last. One fateful day, the evil Mr. Dark steals the Great Protoon and defeats Fatilla the Fairy as she tries to protect it. The Electoons, who used to gravitate around it, lose their natural stability and scatter all over the world! Troublesome, isn't it? And untidy, too. In this now unbalanced world, strange phenomena begin to occur.
So I think
Freaks and hostile characters
the
appear,
Atari
capturing
took most
every
of this word
Electoon
for
they can
word, which is nice.
find. They definitely need a hero to save them now! Don't you think? Rayman to the rescue!
Yeah, so it's not exactly word for word in the Atari version.
Go and free all of the Electoons, Rayman, and bring back the Great Protoon from its mysterious kidnapper. But will the bad guys let him do it?
Alright. So again, it's weird. I would think that the computer one, which this is the old MS-DOS, which was computer, PC back in the day, would have a similar opening to, you know, the PS1 version, because it would be more powerful, right? Possibly? But no, it seems to just be a slightly better version of the other one. Oop. No opening narrative, huh? Pink Plant Woods. There's more effects though, like the ripple effect here, which I don't exactly like, but it's something. But weird, there's no opening, there's no detail on what we're doing and why. So far, the PlayStation 1 version has been... Oh, I was gonna be like, wait, I can hang? It's like, yes, of course I can fucking hang, I chose that. So it seems like a lot of the sound effects and sound cues are here. There it is. Yeah, it seems... Again, for the most part, the sound effects are here, but for some reason, I feel like it's... No, not what I want to do.
Perfect!
Yeah, it's only a time thing. Yeah, the sound effects are... slightly off? Yeah, just slightly off in some cases. Some things are still missing. Weird! Again, I would think that the MS-DOS one would be almost like a perfect replica. Either it would be a complete replica of the PlayStation 1 version, or it would be enhanced in some ways. And in some ways it seems enhanced, like having the like having some effects on like the map and whatnot. But it's more complete than the Game Boy. Blah, 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 blah. It seems more complete. Oh, there's no... The thing isn't there. Weird. So yeah, the guys move place to place. I'm pretty sure the guy is supposed to be there, unless I'm wrong. I may be wrong. I may be right. Yeah, again, it's weird. It's almost there, but then there are some things that sound off. It still looks good. Like, I think you'd be very happy if you got this game. Like I said, even the Atari one... Even the Atari one, the issue I saw... Okay. Was just the sound effects were off. And in this one, like... It's 99% there. Things just either seem... Maybe it's delayed, or pitch shifted, it sounds a little different. Or they're still missing some stuff. You have to press start to go into levels as well, instead of just A, as it usually was. But it's Rayman. Again, the Atari one was Rayman as well. Mechanically, it was there. Which is the main thing you want. You want the game to mechanically be what it should be. Oh, there we go. Like, at some point, I'll be back to play the DOS and maybe the Atari version of Rayman. I know at some point I need to play through the extra pack things, because that's the next things I have to go through for the Rayman series. This guy's in the background there. So like I said, there's some more effects here. So they did seem to add some effects for the Alright, you're back to attacking normally. Not using the guy's thing. Those are red now. They're not as fast as the one. These enemies weren't here in the Atari one. It's interesting. I would love to do a deep dive if I frickin' had time on, like, analyzing the differences of this game. Like I said, like, here there's nothing major where I'm like, oh my gosh, they butchered the game, it's unplayable, or whatnot. It's weird for the Atari one to not have a lot of the sound cues. But, you know, not a crime. Well, not one I can punish by death. Well, again, it's interesting. Again, if I had time, I would love to do deep dives into what makes these games different, you know? Because it's so interesting playing the games, and just right off the bat, I think some things are different. I think the layout of where some things are is different in this game to the other one, for some reason. Like I said, in this one, the fruit things fall slower, so if you're standing still or flying still, you're not going to get hit. There's no that vroom sound. Again, it's so weird to play a computer game that is less sound accurate. And I have no idea why that is. I keep forgetting, you gotta press start. Now, one thing I've heard about the DOS version, I hope we'll see here, otherwise it might be wrong, but I'm pretty... Like, why would they lie? Is we should be able to transition from the jungle into Music Land. So I guess, you know, we'll see that now in a bit. Yes! Oh my gosh, that's cool. Yeah, so I'm guessing for every world they've added little bits and pieces in. So you can actually traverse from that's cool. Traverse seamlessly, or I guess less abruptly, from like the one stage to another, which I like. That's cool. Cool. Now, is this going to take me into the beginning part of... No. So they've completely gotten rid of the starting part. So basically, they just changed up the beginning room that you start in. Which, I get it. Might be a little much to have, like, that room and then, like, go from there to another room. Adding a whole new room without taking away anything might have been too much. Obviously, it might have been too much, because that's what they did, or didn't do. Alright. So that's cool. I like that. Like I said, it's weird how this version is missing some things, and then it does add some cool things into it as well. I just want to go through... I just want to see the changes in between some of these. Oh, did that have a different effect? Huh? No. That is the same exact... That is the same exact thing. Yeah, so some of these will have different effects, which I think is fine. Might have just been showing off the computer's way of doing things. Okay, so that one didn't have a transition. That's the pause button? R1? What's graphic details? Is that going to be standard? Features disabled. So it is cool. So I want to get to the end of this level to see if it has a transitioning thing there. Again, I wish I had time to go through every detail that's different and whatnot in this game compared to the other versions. I would love to do a deep dive into that. And one day I will. If I ever become big enough, which I'm working on stuff that would allow me to do some stuff like this. Which would allow me to go through and be like, hey, here are the differences between X, Y, and Z game. Let's go in detail. Let's really look this over and determine what they changed and what's for the better. That's a weird... Is it to catch you? Let's get you back up there, maybe? We may never know. Weird. Can I not crawl in this one? Oh, you hold down and hold A. Why does every single one of these Rayman games have a different way of doing a simple thing? Because this is like this. The PS1 one, you hold R1 or R2. L1 or R1. Depending which direction you want to go into. The Jaguar one allowed you to actually go, and this one is just hold A. Bizarre. Come on. I don't have to be an idiot. Backwards. When did I get turned around? Well, that explains why this was so tough. Oh, I went up here and I fell, huh? Or not. All part of the plan to show how the levels are meant to go backwards. Yeah, they'll go by that. Weird you can only go back like 13 seconds or whatever. Yeah, that's definitely what happened. I went up there, I fell. And then I was like, well, guess we go that way. I didn't realize it. But I was wrong, don't you know? Yeah, you also have like 14 seconds to reverse. Okay, where am I supposed to go? That's confusing, because there's multiple ways that loop in a circle. All this because I want to see if the ending transition happens after this. If there is even an ending transition from this world to the next. Because I want there to be. We beat the boss. The thing is cleared, so it automatically starts with the boss beaten. So maybe it's because of that it doesn't show it anymore? No, some of these... I don't know, that's disappointing. I thought all these worlds would have transitions. Maybe they do, and after the first one, it is just beating the game and then going on and whatnot. Yeah, overall, I think the MS-DOS version, it's a little different. It has some differences. Again, I'd love to go through more and actually, like, calculate everything. Be like, oh, this is different because of XYZ. The sound effect is different. Like I said, it's just not possible with how I'm doing things. And time-wise and whatnot. Let's check out the 24 special levels. So this I have never seen. I will be doing in the future a whole playthrough of all these levels. At some point. Rayman Designer. The hand thing again with yet a different background. That's appeared in basically everything up to this point, except for the original PS1 version. And it's weird the MS-DOS just does not have a story. It does not show a story or anything. Again, I would think that it being on computer, it would be a little stronger than the PlayStation version. Starting point, picture city, Cave-o-Scop, image, candy shoot, mountain. Sandland, Force of Rings is up there for some reason.
Are you sure you want to quit this game?
Okay, now what I wanted. Alright, so this is one of the Ubisoft made games. Or levels. This is just... Hold on, this is literally just that one part so far. Okay. Hold on. Like, I know it was fun and interesting, but, do a whole thing with it. Okay, come on. Oh my gosh, can you just stop? I'm spending so much time. Alright.
Are you sure you want to quit?
Yes, I do not want to do the thing. So starting point is nothing. I like how it's more of a picture in the background. And they do split everything up into regions. I think that's neat. So there's 4 levels. You're new. So there are new mechanics in this version that were not present in Rayman. Oh, that seems... Not putting, like, something above, that seems kind of sloopy. Okay. So with those... Again, it is interesting. They've decided to add in new features that just were never present in the original, you know? Do I have to collect the remaining 3 to get past that thing? Forgetting, and it's not helping me at all whatsoever. Like, I like how they added in new things. So it's not just the same old, same old. Okay. Like, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. There's, like... Now, is there stuff I should be looking for in these levels, or... Oh, God, yes, there is. So that is a interesting way of doing it. If I... can't do anything here. But the game getting angry at you, huh? Do I need to also collect all of the blue orbs to win? Is that kind of what's going on here? Like not only now do I have to get all of the orbs, like now I need to get the colored orbs in order to get to more sections. But on top of that, now I need to get all the blue orbs in order to actually beat this level. Which would be an interesting way to do it, to keep the exploration up, and so people don't just run through. Because I was very tempted to just run through before. And now it is less so. Well, I hate that. I hate even, like, throwing your fists at the one thing counts as a fail. I personally don't think it should. Not many enemies, I'll say, in this one. So we get enough? I just suck. No, no, I just suck. I jumped up. We might lose this one. I have a rewind function, I keep forgetting that. Oh, that's pathetic. Whoa. Like, why would you do that to me? Is there no in-betweens? Okay. So you need to beat them in order to get to new levels. The main goal of these levels is to get all of the blue orbs, it seems. If the thing is in the top right corner here as well. No. Yes. Never mind. Okay. So I see how this game is. It is a go through, explore the worlds and collect everything type of thing. So these are created by other people, so let's see how they do. Like, I don't hate, and we'll see. This is just bare bones going into it type of thing. I don't exactly hate that we have to collect a certain amount of things in order to proceed. It's not a bad way of doing it. But I wonder if there is a progression thing. Where I wonder if it's just like you're only able to make one map, one area in the game, and that was it. That's all they could do. Because obviously, with the Bother fans, people were able to create worlds and make them. No run. Okay, so I like it at the bottom. You can see the level name, and then whatever. Who made him? That's fun. I like that. I like that. But again, that's the bare minimum to do in a game like this. Really? That's cool. See, this is the thing, and you can't run either in this level. I will say this is one of the issues with people making levels, is sometimes they're just made awkwardly. So, and sometimes it's on purpose, sometimes they want it to be an awkward game. But they're like, yeah, they don't really care about people succeeding, they just wanna create a troll level and whatnot. But sometimes you get stuff like that where it's like, oh, which way should I be going? And then you choose wrong. One thing I will say, I don't like how... You can attack on the balloons. I think that's kind of stupid. Oh, jeez. Whatever, we know what these are going to be like. Yeah. Ubisoft. Yeah, same intro little thing. Very easy, medium, easy. Very hard. Alright. Oh, yeah, I have nothing. It's literally just a walking, gonna be a walking level, isn't it? Still need to collect those things, but there's not a subset to get in this one, so that's nice. So yeah, these are literally one map levels. Or one screen levels, one section levels. So I can punch and I can grab on. So let's see what this has to offer. And then we'll move on to the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games. No. Oh. Really? It's just going to be a lot of cheap tricks, probably. Which, like, I've said it before, I don't mind games being tough. I just like it to be, you know, tough for a reason, or rather, like, when a game is tough and hard to beat, it doesn't feel unfair towards me. Like, that is a perfect example of it, of something where you might not notice it is the way it is until it's too late. And so it's less entertaining fun and more... You're gonna fall, aren't you? Yeah. Like right there, I thought, oh, there's gonna be another one that's gonna fall and hit me. But of course, now they're like, yeah, no, we're not gonna do that there. And this is what it's gonna be mainly, huh? Again, it's... I forgot about that. It's one of those things where, like, because people are just creating levels any which way they want, which is good, I think it's a lot of fun, and a necessary thing especially, and I'm surprised Rayman did this so early on in his career. And I don't think we've gotten anything else like that from Rayman since. Granted, they went to 3D. Are you fucking kidding me? No, jump. But because people are able to make their own levels, a lot of the times it just, like, the thing about when a company is making levels and whatnot and doing things is they have to be very deliberate with every single thing they do, you know? Anything they create needs to have a purpose, and feel like a good segue into what else they're doing, you know? And with this and a lot of fan-made or designer things, a lot of it just comes down to, like, gimmicks, sadly. Of like, oh, here we go, this level is going to be all about the falling blue or red things. You know, keep people on their toes. And, like, yeah, that's fine for, like, a level to do a little bit of. But when the whole level is like that, it loses its muster. But yeah, it loses its muster after a while, and then the whole level being like this is just fine. But again, it's like, okay, I get what I have to do. I have to go from one platform to the other platform quickly and back and whatnot. That's unique. I don't think we've seen... No, we might have seen these float around before. I didn't get all three. And again, like, I went into that... It's very hard, so I figured, oh, okay, it's going to be very hard. There's going to be a lot of tricky platforming. No, it's mainly just grabbing onto a thing and jumping off before the red fruit thing falls down on you. Not a bad thing, but I wouldn't consider it tough. Alright, whatever. But yeah, I will be back at one point to go through these levels. Because, yeah, like I said, the next thing I need to do in the Rayman series is go through these packs. Which I don't foresee being that tough, honestly, if what we saw is how it is. Like, we went to the very hard level, and because, you know, I was able to rewind. Yeah, it looks better. But yeah, here we go. We're gonna... Rayman! Hey, wake up! We're the tiny fairies called Tings! Something terrible is happening! So yeah, we'll go through this one, go through the Game Boy Advance, and we'll call it. We've had looked through every game. I've given my opinion on a lot of them. That's Mr. Dark. That Mr. Dark came and imprisoned the tombs. And we're just like giving sprites of our land. From himself and through the world into chaos and darkness with the monsters spawn from everywhere. Dang, it looks like it's MS Paint. I'll never let him do this. Rayman's spooked. Hurry up, Rayman! Go after him and break open the cages and find you found along your way. your friends. You won't be in prison for long. Hold on, friend. You won't be in prison for long. Go now. The Tings can show you the way. Follow and catch as many as you can. He'll also give you magic powers during the course of your quest. Oh, gosh. Spellbound Forest. Wait. I already have Punch? Oh, 1-up is his shirt. %. Oh, they're all gotten. I think that happy face down there indicates that there were none of those things in this world. Oh. Ubi key. Send. No idea what that is. Gotta say, the layout's different than the other games. I wonder why. Are these hair things? Okay, you're an enemy. I need to fly to get up there. Alright. What? Huh. You're up. Uh-oh. Did he fall? Oh, the water's rising. Oh. Oh, that's bad. It's an auto-scroller. It's neat. It's a Game Boy Advance game, so there's only so much you can give for it, but it feels like Rayman. Looks lackluster, but feels like Rayman. You also have the hang thing already. So only moves where you're missing at the beginning of this game. Ooh. Are the running and what the frick was that? Okay. It's the one platform. I thought it was a fucking monster. Scared the scared me a bit. Oh. Interesting, it saves after every level. Alright, we've seen enough. Neat! I'll definitely be back for that. Ooh, but I think this one came out after Rayman 2, so I'll have to go after Rayman 2. Ooh. Now let's see what this one did. Does. Let me fill you in on what's going on here. Oh, thank goodness. Once the valley was quiet and peaceful. The Pro-Tune kept things in balance, and life was good. But it didn't last long. Mr. Dark stole the Pro-Tunes and scattered the Electroons. Betula tried to stop him, but she wasn't strong enough. The Electroons are scattered all over the world. And hostile creatures. Lock the Electroons away. Betula needs a champion. The Electrons need a savior. The Electrons need a hero. The Valley needs a hero. And that hero is... Rayman! Free the Electrons, Rayman. And bring back the Pro-Tunes. But beware of Mr. Dark. He'll be watching you. What? Yeah, so it's kind of a demake version of the original Rayman, it looks like. We'll play for a little bit and see. Oh, I do not like how zoomed in this is. But honestly, besides it being zoomed in a little, lotta too much. Sound effects are missing. The graphics are a little off. I think if I just walked into a room and saw this, I would think something was off about it. The sound, I definitely would think is a little more bouncy. And seeing that, yeah, I'd be like, oh yeah, this is different.
Yeah. Do 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 do. You may now punch. Oh, she doesn't have her talk first. That's on the scribble. I'm going to help you in your quest. I can give you new powers. You can now punch with your fists. Good luck. Okay. The longer you press, the further the punch goes. Yeah, sound effect. Some sound effects seem to be missing. Sound effects are off. Some things are still there. I mean, for a we got Rayman at home sort of deal. It's not the worst game I've ever seen. I think if like I was on a long car ride, yeah, this would do. It's like the other ones. It's not the best. But like for a portable, it always comes down to this. For a portable version of a game, this one looks fine enough. Like I said, there's a little bit. Oh, that does it. That helps. That actually helps so much. Yeah, with the LCD screen. It is always a health thing. And I'm just wrong. Boop. So yeah, like I said, this looks like Rayman. Which, no surprise, it's Rayman. So I think we'll call it here. Yeah, so there you go. We've gone through and checked out everything in this game. There is plenty to go through. NES. This is going to be on the NES. Whoa. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. Like I said, if you, this is out now, it's like $30 Canadian on Steam. Which is how I'm playing it, obviously, as you see the Steam thing beside my name. And yeah, like I said, it's so many versions of the original game. Why am I not able to do anything? Weird. But yeah, so if you like Rayman, you haven't played it in a while, or you're just interested in it, this is definitely something to look at. Like I said, I think this is fun. It's the only way you can really play the Rayman designer anymore. Still don't get that. I feel like I'm missing something here, and I don't like it. But either way, pretty fun. Holy crap, it took them a long time. 1992 to 1995. Oh, not that long. I thought this was 7. Yeah, so a lot of history here. I think this is a good accumulation of Rayman and everything they're doing. Having all the different versions of the original Rayman, which I like. I like when games do that. I wish there was more Rayman here, but I get it being an anniversary edition of a 30th anniversary edition of the original Rayman. To get everything in one spot, even the prototype, is good. And like, we just looked over the gaming itself. There is still like all this. Picture of full concept to use automatic language to appear in the paper and design Bible. That is text. Game could change directly from a proposal. Now you can read the entire thing. Jim Hendrix, the original plot of the game, was a feature. Yep. Oh, that's cool. Again, I don't want to get into it, because I could spend hours looking at everything here. Maybe I will. But yeah, like I said, fun. I enjoy it. Even if you're not really interested in having Rayman again, consider buying it, just because buying the game will show Ubisoft that, hey, people still like Rayman. Rayman is an amazing series that's kind of died off recently. I like Rayman a lot. I'm going to be playing the other games, like I said, at some point. But yeah, I highly recommend giving this all a look over. Any other way, thank you, my Fuzzies, for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next anytime. Take care.